We are back on the Morning Brew with friends. We got some great numbers from Greg Frost this morning. This is cool. There's some movement. I know you're a mortgage guy. There's some movement in the basically in the housing industry in general. Things we haven't seen in a while, right?
Housing is perked up. Property sales are up. Real estate sales are up. Last month was a banner month in Albuquerque. I think.
Is it the best since the recession, or is it?
It's one of the better months, and the comparison to last month is a good comparison because last month was a good month. So June built on May, and we had increased sales, significant increased sales. So it's good for the economy. It's good for people are moving.
Yeah.
It's good for sales over at the stores, you know, the plumbing stores and stuff like that.
All of that, all the Home Depots and Lowe's of the world, they're all seeing more. And a lot of that, too, is because the housing price is going up, too. Am I right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, the housing prices have gone up a little bit. And that's good. That's good for the economy to get us out of the doldrums of depressed market values. So it was nice to see the property values go up a little bit.
Right.
And it was nice to see the volume go up a little bit.
Right.
Just to share a couple of statistics with you. The average sales price now is $226,000 versus $213,000.
So in the last couple of months, it's gone up $13,000.
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
That's huge. That sounds like a lot to me.
It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot. For
1 month, a 1 month increase.
To have the average.
Is that because there's just cooler houses available?
Well, the nice ones that are well priced, that are in good shape, that have the amenities are selling like hotcakes. 56 days is the average number of days that a house is on the market.
So if I want to sell my house, I can probably move it in 2 months.
You should be able to if it's well priced and nice.
If I want to sell my house.
Well, I haven't been to your house yet, so I can't tell you. But the houses that are amenity filled, that are nice, have the upgrades, they're going fast, multiple offers. It's the old dogs, those old repo houses, those old HUD repos and Fannie Mae repos that are still on the market.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of that inventory. Right? They could be there forever. Yeah, there's a bunch of that inventory.
What do we do about those homes? I mean, I hear about them a lot. I don't know how many there actually are in the market. But what do you do about these homes that are these repos that you can't even get rid of? No one wants to buy it.
It's all about price point. When Fannie Mae drops the price and HUD drops the price, some investor will come in and purchase the house, fix it up, and resell it.
But it'll take a while?
It will take a while. Fannie Mae and HUD are just making the houses habitable. The young folks coming into the marketplace don't want habitable houses.
I don't want habitable, I want nice.
They want bells and whistles.
Right.
Okay? And an investor will come in, if they can buy the house low enough, they'll come in and put some bells and whistles in it, dress it up, put some lipstick on that old pig, and resell it.
Give it a fresh coat of paint and some new stucco.
Well, and some stainless steel and some granite countertops and some plantings. And it's going to take more than a coat of paint. That's what Fannie and HUD did. More amenities, and the younger folks will come in and buy it with more amenities.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Let me talk a little bit about mortgages, okay? One of the things that we're finding as we interview folks is that there's a lot of people that don't understand if they've had credit problems in the past. It's not the old 7-year rule like it used to be in the old days.
Right.
Actually, it's 2 or 3 year rule. Okay, so they need to come in and sit down and talk with us because there's no obstacle in somebody's past credit history that can't be overcome. It's just a question of time, and the time is less than half as long as people think it is.
Wow.
You know, even if you had a foreclosure, it's just a couple of years now.
Wow.
Okay, and it used to be
what
like
changed? I didn't realize that.
Well, the agencies that insure these mortgages and that purchase these mortgages have seen, you know, economic trends, and they've said, you know, there was a big bad thing that happened back in 2008, 2009,
just a little bit of a slowdown.
And they're taking that into consideration, so they're shortening the time frame. So a lot of folks can get back into the marketplace that didn't think they could. And of course, we've talked in the past of all these mortgages that don't require very much down payment at all.
Right, there's some zero
down,
there's some special stuff for
$100 down, $500 down. There's a lot of loan programs.
And a lot of veterans loan programs.
Veterans, USDA, Mortgage Finance Authority. There's a whole lot of zero to minimal down payment loan programs that people can avail themselves of. And that coupled with the fact that they don't have to be more than 2 or 3 years away from a credit problem really makes a lot of more people qualify than people think. And
Right.
so it's very interesting to get in, sit down, and talk about it.
Is that, you think, having an impact on some of these other numbers we're seeing right now?
Yes, more and more people. There's outreach programs going on by the mortgage industry to try to talk to people and say, listen, you can qualify for a home.
We've got some
people
options.
that lost your home 3 years ago, you can get back in the marketplace.
Wow.
You don't need to rent anymore.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So what are some of the bigger things right now this week that we're watching? I know the Greek problem had everybody on edge a couple weeks ago.
Kind of
that
dissipated,
seems to be
didn't it?
figured out. Yeah, I know that the European Central Bank loaned them some money,
Right.
and banks are now reopening in Greece, and that seems to be, and it's hard because you don't think about these things literally happening halfway around the globe as having an effect here, but those kinds of credit issues over there really were impacting the markets and how much we were expecting to pay for interest rates.
If you noticed last week, we talked about that, and
Yeah.
we said it's very possible there could be a positive effect
Mm-hmm.
on our local market, and really it has. The bond market rallied, the stock market rallied, because people, when they don't have faith in these other currencies,
they all go
they
into
come
the
to
dollar.
Uncle. They
Right.
come to Uncle Sam.
Right.
Because Uncle Sam pays his interest.
That's it.
All right. He may be printing money to pay it, but he pays
But he
it.
does, yeah.
And so far, those dollars are spending all over the world. Everybody takes them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing for us.
So we're looking forward here. With Greece, it looks like then all of that should be figured out. Everything should calm down a little bit.
Next country to watch is Italy.
They're on the edge.
They're
That's
on the
what
verge.
I keep hearing too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's all of these social programs. They're socialistic leaning countries that are paying people far too much money for far too long, for far too little service.
Yeah.
You work for a few years and you can go on the
Sounds
on
great
the
to me.
social program. I know, I know. However, it's a big price tag.
It is.
It's a big
It
price
absolutely
tag.
is. And we actually do have a graphic here that you sent in of some of the new mortgage rates,
Right.
because these things they're still a
Hey,
historic
who
lows.
put their coffee cup on my mortgage rate sheet?
That was me. That was me. As I was studying up this morning at 5:30. I
love
put
it.
my coffee cup on the bottom corner of that page.
Everybody gets a coffee cup imprint. That's great.
That's it. But they're still at record lows, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the interest rates are low. I mean, not even worth talking about interest rates. They're so good, and they've been so good for so long. A tick up or a tick down doesn't make that much difference. It's really a great time to borrow. I mean, if you could think about this in your whole life, if you could borrow money at 3 7/8%,
Yeah.
I'd borrow millions.
Right,
You know?
if I had millions
if I could borrow millions, I would borrow millions at 3 7/8%.
If I could, yeah, no doubt. And put it into houses.
Yeah, put it into those repos, fix them up and resell them. Right,
That's
Buy
the plan.
Yeah, that'll
sounds
work.
good.
Yeah.
We're back in a couple of seconds. We have some folks in. This should be a lot of fun too. The folks from Roots Empathy are going to be talking about how they do their programs. All in the Morning Brew.